Okay, so we're doing products as sums here. So I am multiplying two things together. I'm frozen. Thank you for that. I'm multiplying two things together here. My first factor has one term and my second factor has two terms. So I want to create a rectangle that's one box tall and two boxes wide. My one term here is going to go off on the side, 3r to the third. And my two terms here can either go on the top or the bottom. Now, some of you prefer doing it on the top. I'm with you. I like to have them on the top. Our book tends to put them on the bottom, but I put them on the top. Do they? Maybe they're inconsistent. Maybe they do a little bit of both. But I like the top. Doesn't matter though. If you want to put them on the bottom, that's just fine. Now we got to multiply here. So when we multiply, let me put a 1 on that R. We multiply your coefficients together. We got 3 times 4 is 12. And then r to the third times r to the first. In this case, we'd be adding our exponents. Folks, I need you to be silent for just a couple minutes, okay? Just a couple minutes. Thank you. So 3 plus 1 is 4. That's going to give us r to the fourth. Over here, I've got 3 and 8. 3 times 8 is 24. R to the third, and there's nothing with r's to multiply here, so we'll just bring that r to the third into our answer. When we write our final answer, this is going to be it. Is there anything we can combine here? Can I put this r to the fourth and this r to the third together? No, because the exponents are different. So we don't have anything we can combine here. So we're just going to have both of those things in our final answer. And that was a positive 24 r to the third. So we need a plus there. There's got to be a plus or a minus between each of these things when you write your final answer. If the second one's positive, make sure you put a plus. If this had been a negative 24 r to the third, this would have changed to a minus. So this is our sum. All right, one more here, and then you'll have the rest of the period to work and practice some more of these. This time, my first factor has two terms, and my second factor has two terms. So when I create my rectangle or my box, it needs to be 2 boxes tall and 2 boxes wide. My first factor had a 3x and a negative 5. My second factor had a 3x and a positive 1. And I'm going to put exponents on all my x's here that don't have them. So let's multiply coefficient times coefficient. 3 times 3 is 9. Then x to the first times x to the first. Add those exponents, you're going to get x to the second. Oh, this is nice. It's times 1. So 3x times 1 is just going to give me 3x. Here I've got negative 5 times 3x. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. We do have an x in there. And here I've got negative 5 times 1. All right, let me look through here and see if I can combine anything. So 9x squared, I don't see any other x squared. So that's going to be part of my answer. However, I see a negative 15x and a 3x that I do need to combine together because those are both the same variable with the same exponent. And then the negative 5 doesn't have any buddies to combine with either. So final answer is going to have 9x squared, 3x minus 15x. That's going to be negative, isn't it? Negative what? Negative 12x's. And then a minus 5 for my final answer. And this negative 12x right here, that came from combining that 3x and the negative 15x. All right, so you have the rest of the period to continue working on these. If you get everything finished, please get my attention, show it to me. Make sure you're checking your answers. Solutions are provided in 2 places in the room. And don't miss this. If you end up working on this, like say you don't finish it in class and you end up working on this at home, I did post the sheet on Canvas and it has all the answers at the end of it. So you can just scroll down to the bottom and you'll see the answers there. So you could use that for extra practice later on if you needed to, like before our next test. Right.